It's the best kind of bonding experience, nanas and grandkids coming together to get their hands a little messy and their hearts a little bit more full. Sharing creative time together, it's not just about these projects, but my next guest says it's about building moments of emotional resilience and strong ties that last. Sheryl, Costley, and Karah Bryant are here. They are a mother-daughter duo, and they're here to share about how nanas can take an active role in building belonging for their grandchildren. So welcome to the show, you two. Look how cute you are in your matching. Amazing. So you are going to show us an amazing way that you guys have come up with sharing with your grandchildren, and I understand that you've made that a really big priority in your life. Tell me how that kind of started.
Well, along with wanting to be fun and make meaningful and memorable traditions with my granddaughters, research actually shows that if children know more about their families and more about their ancestors, they're actually emotionally stronger and resilient.
Oh, I love that.
And so it kind of came full circle for me because I've been telling brave stories to my granddaughters for over a decade. And recently I was sharing that maybe I wasn't quite brave enough to come on Studio 5. And my granddaughter happened to hear me say that. And she said, "Granny, practice what you preach."
Oh, there you go.
So I'm here.
She held you to it. You are being brave.
Yes, I am.
And so you have created this idea of the Brave book with your granddaughters. Tell us a little bit more about that and what's going on here.
Okay, I'm going to tell you a story about my own daughter, actually. Rowan, my youngest daughter, a year ago, we found out she needed glasses.
Okay.
And she, although she's a very outgoing girl, when it came time to wear them to school, she didn't want to do it. She was really nervous about what people might say or might think. And no matter what I did, anyways, I tried to empower her. I couldn't get her to wear her glasses to school. So she went to Brave Girls Weekend at my mom's and ended up writing in her journal, in her goal book, that she wanted to wear her glasses to school. That was her goal for the year. And since then, something about writing it down and just owning it, and it made it stick, and she found the courage and the bravery to wear her glasses to school, and now she wears them every day.
That is such a great story. I love cute Rowan for that. So you mentioned the Brave book, and this is kind of something that you do as a grandma. They get to make these books and add to them, journal. I think, and you mentioned writing things down, how important that really is. Okay, so share with us these Brave books and what they are, how we put them together, and what kind of things our kiddos can add to them.
Well, I love the idea that when you want to move something from your head to your heart, you've got to use your hands. You've got to create with it. You've got to integrate it through creativity some way. So we put together this book by just a really simple method. We bought sturdy muslin, cut it out, and just pressed some Wonder under it for a stronger cover. And then we made pages the same exact way. We sewed them together. Used a grommet tool to make the eyelets so that they could be attached with the rings. And then this is where I love vintage, so I took vintage quilt pieces, vintage rickrack for the cover, and then just some game pieces to put the wording on. The real magic happens with the girls when they decorate them, when they write their goals, when they use their creativity and their time to make that goal a little bit more meaningful and lasting, and it seems to make those goals stick. I've seen it work, and I know these are going to be great treasures through the years.
Well, that's what I was going to say. It's so amazing that you chose to do it not on paper. Putting it on the canvas makes it something that feels like it's going to be lasting a long time. It's not a throwaway journal, right? Something that you're going to hold on to. And so I imagine you got together with the girls and had them build these books, and then they come back and they add to it every time they come over. Every year. Okay, that's a great way to do it.
It's a weekend tradition that we do yearly, and we have conversations about Brave Girls during the year, but the real lasting tradition is a weekend together. Yes.
That's amazing. And you say you don't have to do it in the books. There's another way that you guys have come up to do that. It's about these, you've got these amazing special kind of brave dolls as well. Tell me about these.
Yeah, so bravery can be symbolized in any way, but we've chosen to use the peg dolls. You could use charm bracelets or necklaces or anything that kind of ties the story to a tangible object. We found that when the girls see the doll, they remember the story and they remember it. So if this isn't what you would like to do, you could do any kind of thing that could symbolize a brave story that you've taught them about someone in history or someone in your family. So when they see it, they remember that story, and then they internalize it, and they can use it when they need to in their life.
That's so cute. And do you keep these at Nana's house, or do
I
they
actually do.
I figured. I think they would get lost if they stayed there. So you guys have come up with this amazing concept, but you've also turned it into a business. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, so our Blossom Braid business is really our way of sharing creative connections that you can do with your children to help evolve conversations about courage. And what I've noticed is when we are doing something creative side by side, the honesty and the conversations flow a little more fluidly. They are much more honest, they are much more open when they are working and you're not looking
face to face.
Them face to face.
I love that.
So that's what's been amazing. We have over 50 ideas for creative connection in our Braid box, and that's where our memories have been made.
Amazing. So if people want to get their hands on these tools and learn more about you, where should they go?
Yeah, so they can go to blossombrave.com. Also on socials, we're on Instagram and Facebook, just under Blossom Brave.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much.